I'm excited to come back. Obviously, growing up in New Jersey and in Roselle and later in Clark, have family. Mom and sisters are still here, so it's great to be able to come back and see them. I always loved going to camp as a kid. Hoop Heaven has a great reputation. They have a lot of great camps here, so when we talked about doing something together, it made sense. And it's a really good camp. A lot of kids are very good listeners, so I'm hoping we can keep it going here.
Just talk about getting, arguably the top high school basketball coach in the country to come here to do a camp in Kevin Boyle.
It's been a great experience. It was great to have someone like him come. I've seen him coach before when he was here at St. Pat's, and I know what a great coach he is and what he could bring to the kids, and it's good to give these kids an experience with someone who's on that level that would come here from out of state to work with these kids.
Take us through, what do you got to do with the kids here?
Well, right now we start today. We do about 7, 10 to 12-minute stations working on dribbling, passing, pivoting, defense, shooting, breaking the game down. Then we'll have them play games. Half the camp will play a game. The other half will go back to doing drills with myself. And I brought Dante Calabria, who played at Carolina when they won the national championship. And he also played 15 years in the Euro League, so excellent shooting coach. They have a lot of guys that played for Gill and other guys here at working camp, so it's a really good staff. And, we break it down that way. After lunch, have a little 3-on-3 tournament, maybe some hot shot, and then half the camp games, half the camp drills again.
Just talk about the decision you made a couple years back. You're at Monteverde Academy in Florida, having great success, back-to-back national titles. Just talk about how tough that was, considering that you are a Jersey guy.
Well, it was tough because you had family here, you had friends. I had a great friendship with Joe Piccaro, the principal of St. Patrick at the time, and Robert Red McGlory, the AD, and a bunch of friends that would follow the team. So it was fun because after every game we would go to Spiritos and Elizabeth or someplace and talk about the game and have some good food and good laughs. So you miss those times, but it was just an opportunity. Obviously, you've seen where the Catholic schools, unfortunately, were going throughout the cities in America, and it looked like they were going to end up being forced to merge or close very shortly. And unfortunately, that's what happened. Some guys, Chris Chavanis and a few other guys, kept it together as the Patrick School now. So they're hanging in there and working hard. But the reality, if it was the opportunity I got with having 3 kids, my daughter's in law school at Seton Hall, my son Kevin's at Florida Gulf Coast now. He was on a scholarship last year, and my son Brendan is also will be in college either this year or next year. He might prep it for a year. We're adding a prep team at Monteverde. So, financially and security-wise, there was really not much of a decision because you had very little retirement and those type of things at an inner-city Catholic school, and I was starting to get older, so I had to make sure I was able to provide for the kids and the family.
And just talk about Monteverde Academy. Obviously, like we said, great success so far. You've been there. You guys go to all the big-time tournaments. Just talk about what makes that such an attractive place to go.
Well, we tried to copy the St. Pat model. We played the best schedule in the country. 2 years ago, we were number 1. We played number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 in the final USA Today poll. Last year, we played 14 teams that appeared in the top 10 in the country at some point during the year. And it's a beautiful school. It's on a lake. It's the only hilly part of Florida, 22 miles from Orlando. We have kids from 54 countries, and it's a very good academic school. It's a school probably like a Gill St. Bernard or Del Barton, Blair, Lawrenceville, that type of school, but a little different because it's in the South. We have 50 horses on campus, and it's right on a lake. The soccer team is kind of like St. Benedict's. They haven't lost in like 105 games. And we're starting a basketball academy now where we'll have a couple prep teams with the high school team.